Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Chris. I'm here with Kathy. We are Ginger Marvin on Instagram and YouTube. We have another day's worth of what sold for you today. Today was a little bit slower than usual, but we had a really good day yesterday. So, when you average things out, we're still doing pretty good for the month. So, Kathy's going to show you what has sold for us today.
All right. So no eBay sales today. Actually, we did have one eBay sale, which I had to cancel, which that was my first time ever having to cancel something because I already sold it and didn't delete it, which I was mad at myself over it. And it's weird because I did delete that item off all other platforms except eBay. So I must have thought I did. I don't know. But I'm really good about that. And yeah. So.
It is the first
Anyways,
time.
It's also annoying because it was like a $5 sale, like a play condition shirt. So anyways, no other eBay sales for today. But we did have 2 Poshmark sales. This is a Patagonia High Loft Down Bunting. I just bought this, or not bought, but I just listed this yesterday and it sold yesterday evening. So this, I paid $40 for this off Kitizen, and I know that's not something that everyone would do, but I've sold several of these and they've all sold in the $80 range. So I was confident that it's like 100% chance that this was going to sell around $80. So to me, to pay $40, even if I was going to make 15, 20 bucks, even maybe 10 bucks, I'd still probably take the risk because it's not really a risk in my opinion. But anyway, someone offered me 75. I listed it for like 100, and yeah, they offered 75 and I just took it. So it was like an $18 profit and sold in a day. Since I bought it off Kitizen, it got delivered to my house. I didn't have to drive anywhere to source it. So pretty good sale in my opinion. But I don't know would you guys do something like that if it was 100% chance that it was gonna sell and you would only make $18 profit? Would you spend $40?
Well, there's people that spends hundreds of thousands of dollars in stock market just to make 8% of profit a year. So
I guess. All right. So anyways, this next one is also a Poshmark. It was a North Face windbreaker, like a lightweight jacket. I bought this for my son, but he ended up with 2 in the same size, so I just listed one. I just listed this yesterday as well, and it sold last night. I think I listed it for $35. This person offered me 20, and then I countered like 25, and then she came up to 22, so I just took it. I know I could have gotten more for it. I always sell these on eBay for like 30 plus shipping, but I only paid $5 for it at the consignment sale, so I'm still making a profit, and it was a fast sale. So I took it. All right, and then next up, one Mercari sale. This is just my son's Ralph Lauren shirt. I got this at Once Upon a Child, I think, so no more than $5 into it. He wore it a few times, and I sold it for $12 plus shipping. And then we had 2 Kitizen sales. These both were a result of me sending offers to people that put stuff in their cart. First up is some kids Converse. I have $3 into these, and they sold for $19 with free shipping. The shipping cost me $3.85 through the Kitizen app, and I ended up making like $12.83, so about a $9 profit. Those have only been listed a couple days. Converse, it's never a huge profit, but they always sell, so I always buy them. And then another item I just listed today and sold today. These are some Puma little sneakers. They are new at tag. No box though. I got these at Goodwill just yesterday or Monday when I took my son to school, and then I went shopping for a couple hours. So I did pay $8 for those, and I listed them for $30, and I sent an offer to someone who put them in their cart of $26, and she accepted. So shipping again was $3.85, and I'm making $18.99. So like a $10, $11 profit in one day. All right, so we did have a few questions today. All right, first up was Heather. Hi, I love your Q&A. Great idea. Allow me to participate. What boxes, packages do you use most often for items weighing over a pound on eBay? All right, so I did pull them out. Alrighty. So it really just depends what the item is. I'll just show you our favorites. So this is the 1092 box. I like this one because it like self-seals on the side, so I don't have to add tape or anything. And so that's nice. But yeah, this is something I would use for like maybe a thick men's shirt or like a jacket like this. I could probably squeeze into there if I wanted to. But yeah, something flat. Maybe if it was like a pair of shoes, like sandals that are flat instead of puffy.
Like slides.
Yeah, I would slide them in there.
Flip-flops.
That's just for something like that. That's over £1. A lot of men's shirts, like size XL and above, get kind of heavy. So that's what I use for those. This is probably my most used box, is the shoe box. And it's just called the shoe box. So it just looks like that when it's open.
And we're using one right there for that.
Yeah,
puffer jacket.
But yeah, we use this all the time. So on eBay, as long as it doesn't put me over 2 pounds, I'll use the box. If the shoes are like, because this box is probably about 8 ounces, because you do have to count the box weight and your weight for the item. So let's say my item is 1 pound 9 ounces. This is going to put me over the 2 pounds, and I don't want to pay for 3 pounds. So then I'll try to put the shoes in just like a big eBay mailer. So we already have them in plastic, and then we put them in there. Sometimes we'll put some bubble wrap around them, but that's to keep the weight under 2 pounds. And these we just get for free with our store coupon. Every quarter they send us like the $50 coupon. So those are basically free to us.
Which it just turned into Q4, so go get your, if you have an eBay store, go get your free supplies.
And then padded flat rate, obviously, that's any shoes or really anything at all I can fit in here, I'm going to fit in here. Because this is going to be cheaper than any 2 pound rate. Unless they're like living in your same state, you can probably get a few cents cheaper just doing a 2 pound box. And then this is just probably the biggest box that we use. At least that we get for free from the post office. And this is just for anything like super large, like maybe like a pair of boots. Like that. Like these wouldn't fit in the shoe box very well, so I'd put them in this big box. But yeah, they're all free materials other than, well, the eBays are free to us, but all these post office ones are free. You just got to order them and they deliver them to your house.
And then we even use the free eBay tape. As you can see, we've got quite the stock right there, so.
All right, Marissa Crafts asks, what is your roughly daily goal with having around 1,000 listings? Trying to grow to that and wondering what's a good estimate on that. Thanks for the great content. So I wasn't sure if she meant daily goal as in like listing goal or selling goal or what, but
Items sold, yeah.
so like I'll just say what I think. So like as far as listing, I don't really go by a daily goal because some days, you know, like yesterday we had so much shipping that we didn't get around to listing very much. But then today I only had 5 packages, so the shipping was done in a few minutes, and I actually listed 25 items already today and cross-posted them to all 4 platforms. So I go more by the week. I try to get at very minimum 100 listings up every single week. I do list on Saturdays and Sundays, not a ton, but yeah. So I would say at least in that case probably about 15 or so a day, 15 to 20 a day, but again, it depends on like what you're selling. Like obviously I'm selling a bunch of kid stuff that's only going to profit me $10 to $15. So if you're selling more like $20, $30, $40 profit items, you could list less. So it just really depends on what you want to make. And
everybody's mileage
like
is different. That's the
yeah.
great thing about reselling.
And then and then as far as sales, if we have 1,000 listings, I want to make at least 10 sales a day, which we normally do. Like today's 5, but yesterday was like 14, 15. Every month this whole year, 2020, we've always been over 300 items sold every single month, usually closer to the 400 items sold. So if you average it out, we always are at least selling 10 items a day, which is basically 1% of our inventory every single day.
But we do have a goal of doubling that. We kind of mentioned that before. So ultimately, our next big goal line is 2,000 plus active listings, 20 sales a day kind of thing. Roughly, rough goals. So.
All right, and then Jay Strand of Thread. Could you guys do a grand total for the day? It would be great to hear what your ROI versus cost of goods was. So that one's tricky because, well, first off, a lot of what we sell, like you can see, is stuff that our kids, like we purchased only for our kids. So I purchased it with resale in mind, I guess, because I know I would resell it, but a lot of these are not profit necessarily, but it's still money that goes back into our bank account every month, and it's stuff that we're not really paying much taxes on because mostly we're selling at a loss, you know.
And some of it is still stuff you guys can find out in the wild at a cheap price. Not always. Sometimes Kathy buys some nicer things that you probably won't find in a thrift shop. But, you know, like Converse shoes, stuff like that, where we paid more for our kids. You know, we're not making the profit, but you would still be able to sell them if you get them cheap enough.
So our what sold are, yeah, to kind of just like give you guys an idea of brands and what kids stuff sells for. But
on an item by item basis, more or less, so.
And then also just like I know a lot of people have, I'm only going to buy an item if I can 3 times my money or whatever. I do not have any sort of thing like that. I will buy absolutely anything that is going to make me any money at all.
Within reason,
for
obviously.
Example, like this today,
right.
I knew that this would sell for around $80, so I was okay to pay $40 for it. Obviously, that's only what, I don't know how to calculate the profit margins, but yeah, I'll just buy stuff that I know is going to make me money.
But you're more likely to buy it now because it's in season, pay more because you know it'll sell fast. If you thought that was going to take a year to sell, you probably would think twice before spending $40. So
but I will spend $10, like, I'll spend $10 on a pair of kids' Nikes to sell them for $25 because they're like, I know 100% they're going to sell. They're going to sell almost likely within 30 days. It's not a huge profit. It's like $8 to $10 a lot of the time, but it's always going to sell. So it really depends.
And everyone is different, so.
Yeah, so the ROI, I mean, sometimes it's a lot and sometimes it's a little, but it really, you kind of got to figure that one out, like what your business model is, how much you want to make per item, and stuff like that.
And we are okay making a little bit less on things, probably more than some others, just because we've developed our systems to streamline for volume sales. So, you know, we can, like Kathy bought those Puma shoes Monday, listed them, and they sold today. So,
yeah, like I mean,
we have
recently
fast turnaround.
For the last month, I've probably only thrifted 3 to 5 hours a week for like the last month. So to me, I just got to get what I can get and get out of the store instead of looking for those higher dollar stuff. I mean, obviously, as I'm looking, I'm going to pick out the good stuff, but I also am going to pick out anything that I can make money off of. Like, even a Ralph Lauren shirt, if it's at Goodwill for $1 or $2, I'm going to pick it up knowing I can sell it for around $15. And a lot of people won't, so.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is going to do it for today. Hopefully we answered some of those questions good enough. Yeah, like everybody's reselling business is going to be different, and we've just kind of figured out what works for us. You know, typically we're not really able to find those big sales that a lot of the other YouTubers are able to find on a day-to-day basis, it seems. So
I
we've
also just don't know a lot of
right, and we don't know. We kind of do what we know and what we're comfortable with. That's why we sell a lot of kids' clothes.
But always learning. That's why we want.
But we are always learning, and you know that's the great thing about YouTube that we've experienced is we've learned so much from other resellers that it has helped grow our business, and we have done way better since we've been involved in the YouTube community. So that's great. So anyway, we're kind of rambling at this point. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Yes, it was a little bit of a slow day, but so far October is looking pretty good. So we're hoping for better sales coming up, and we're really hoping this is going to be our best month so far. We've been kind of trending up and all that, so fingers crossed. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. We'll see you in the next one.